Morning, friends. Welcome to Urban Nomad once again. We are starting on our trek to Madhugiri. Uh, Madhugiri is near Tumkur. It's another fine Sunday morning. We started around 6. We are here around 9, 3 hours. You can see Aryan. He's my best friend and always best trekking partner. So, Madhugiri is an old 16th century fort. Doesn't seem to be that much of a challenging trek. It's a monolith rock, as you can see over there, but the steps are paved, and compared to all the other treks which we have done so far, doesn't seem that much of a big deal. Let's see. Few steep staircase like rock climbs. Let's see. We are entering the fort now. Not that high. Stairs were there all around, so it was not that difficult to climb. Lot of lovebirds around. Yeah, we are inside the fortification. As you see, the whole hill is fortified. It's a huge monolithic rock. Yeah, I know. You can see the fortification, the breaks in the wall here. This is for the cannon. Normally they'll place the cannon in this middle in the break of the wall. And these holes over here, those are for the rifles, which will poke out and shoot. You can see the ruins of the fort. So we have reached mid fortification. So as you can see, there is a deep well or pond, we don't know, I think it's a deep well. Okay, it's the Kalyani pond as the name goes. Okay, still another 1 hour to go, I think. I guess this well is the water storage area for the entire fortress, so they would be able to sustain siege warfare. If they were under siege for several months, they would be probably still able to sustain it with this much water. It's a pretty steep stretch here on this rock. I guess the government has recently put rails and a staircase. I would imagine how difficult this must have been if these rails and staircase was not there. Probably we would have to do something what we did in Savan Durga or Kapal Durga, where we had to literally climb with our hands. Yeah, it's getting a little bit more difficult. Steeper climb. You can see another pretty steep rise on the monolith to the next fort, and then the next fort on top of that, pretty high up there. I think it's going to take us another 30 to 40 minutes to reach there, but thanks to the provisions to climb, I think difficulty level and danger level is pretty medium in this trek so far, at least. Yeah, see, so as you can see, friends, it gets a lot more steeper, but fortunately the government has made provisions like a staircase and some rails to hold on to, so which makes it manageable. Otherwise it would have been a lot more difficult to climb. You can see we are headed up there to that fort. Altitude wise, I don't think it's that high. It's around, I think, 3,900 feet. So I would state in terms of difficulty level, it's around medium. Not too difficult, not too easy either. You could consider this as a warm-up for bigger treks like Channagiri or Skandagiri. As I mentioned, this would be a lot more difficult if the staircase and railings were not there. And guess what? In the final stretch, there are no staircase and railings. We had to climb on our four limbs. So I wouldn't recommend this for beginners. Maybe you can do it till the second mile point, okay, near the second fort. After that you can stop, because after that it's quite difficult and also quite dangerous if your body is not fit enough. Friends, the last stretch of this trek was really difficult. Very steep, no steps, no rails, and long climb. I guess this is not for everyone. The first two portions of the trek is okay. Medium difficulty. This is what I would rate as hard. And on top of that, we have the biggest enemy of trekking coming up: rains. It's beginning to drizzle. So before we enter slippery slopes, we have to turn back. We have reached the top. You can see the ruined fort. It's said to be a 16th century fort. It's quite a wonder that they built something this heavy with large stones way up here. I don't know how they carried the stones back then. See the ruins of the fort. It's beginning to rain. We need to turn back as soon as we can. Aryan? Yeah, let's turn back, Machi. It's beginning to rain. I don't know what's on my friend Aryan. He wants to do something really crazy. We've reached the top. I'm sitting on top of the wall of the fort. There's a steep fall down. You can see the beautiful view. Amazing view, breathtaking view. We can almost touch the clouds here. This trek, the last part of this trek is not for everyone. You have to be an experienced trekker. Don't take too much risks. Seriously? No, maybe. Okay, this is the other side of the fort. Amazing view, breathtaking view. You can touch the sky, you can touch the clouds. Heavy wind. The wind is so strong here that you feel sometimes I get pushed off the hill. This trek. Now we are starting our climb down. The climb up was nearly 1 hour 45 minutes to close to 2 hours, maybe 1 hour 45 minutes to be exact. It's beginning to rain again. We need to make it back soon. Stretch. We have to be double careful while we climb down. And let me tell you, this is still not that steep. The next portion is the cliff. We have to climb down the cliff.